Hey guys, so you're looking for the channel that covers all things photography? You're in the right place. Hit the subscribe button now. Hey guys, so I'm Jade Holding from Photo Factor. Welcome to chapter 4 of getting to know some Photoshop basics. In this 4-part series, I'm going to share with you how to adjust the quality of your image. Sometimes when capturing a photo in camera, your pic may look a little bit dull or a little bit flat. That is not to say that it's a throwaway image. You can zhoosh that pic right up in Photoshop. And so here in session 1, I'm going to just show you how to adjust the brightness and contrast of an image. Let's dive straight in. Right, so I have here this pic I took of this juicy looking hamburger. But I don't know, it looks a little bit perhaps underexposed. The colors and whatnot are all looking a little bit dull. So the simplest way to correct this is with brightness and contrast. And the way we access that is we scroll up to the top menu bar, we head on over to image, come down here to adjustments, and it's the very first option here, brightness and contrast. Whilst we're here, though, I do want you to note all these other different options because they can all serve to assist with improving the quality of the image. But for now, we're going to stick with brightness and contrast. And up pops this dialog box. We can just click and drag by holding onto the title bar here. Move it out the way. So you can just click over here on auto. And Photoshop is pretty smart in being able to assess what the correct exposure should be, etc., etc. So let's give that a try. And you'll see it's yeah, in this case it didn't do a particularly good job in my opinion. It's made it way too bright, and so this is why it's probably better to play with these sliders and adjust it according to what looks best for you. So I'm just gonna revert back here to 0 and 0, and you'll see if I slide the arrow key here on brightness to the right, notice how the image gets brighter. If I go to the left, it gets darker. So we started off over here. I want to go a bit brighter. I'm going to move it over a little bit to the right. So until where I'm happy, I'd say around about there. That looks good to me. And the contrast, same story. If I slide it over to the right, notice how much more contrasty it gets. And if I slide it over to the left, how less contrasty it gets. So we start off over here, and it looks pretty good. I'm going to maybe just slide it a little bit to the right, add a bit more contrast. Maybe there. That looks good to me. Oh, and by the way, these values over here, don't pay too much attention to them. They're obviously specific to how I've moved the sliders to adjust this particular image. Every image, it will look different. So I should just point out here that the contrast slider does control the range of light and dark tones, i.e. increase or decrease. Everyone's at around there. We're happy with it there. Watch out for too much contrast, because if you push it too high, you'll notice how, especially in the shadow areas, in the darker tones, you begin to lose details in the shadows. So let's just bring it back here. We're happy at around 6. Notice you've got a little preview option here with the tick box here. If I uncheck that, we can go back, revert back to how it was before the adjustment, switch it back on, and we can toggle between the two to just make sure that we're happy with the adjustments that we've made. Once we're satisfied, we just go up here to OK, and wham, we've now got an image that looks somewhat better to when we first open it up. Now we're ready to save it, so we head on over to File. We want to ensure that we always have a copy of the original. And so rather than just hit save, we go to save as. We can call it hamburger adjustment. And hit save. And it's as simple as that. Simply by adjusting the brightness and the contrast of your image, you can already make a radical improvement to your image. If you found value in this video, do give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you at the next session, episode 2 of what adjusting the color vibrance of your image will do for you. See you there.